If you are 15 to 18 years old, you should watch this before you go back to school. We've all seen those self-help videos that tell you to stand in front of a mirror every morning, look yourself in the eye, and yell, I am a flawless superhero. I am perfect. And look, if that works for you, well, awesome. But for most of us, it feels incredibly fake. Fake. Because the moment you walk out of your front door and make a mistake, or get some criticism, or just have a low productivity day, that mere illusion shatters. Today, we're talking about self-esteem, but we aren't talking about the fake, hyper-positive version. We are talking about the real definition, your internal operating system. It is how you value your worth, how much you trust your own abilities, and how secure you feel in your own skin when no one else is watching. So, if you're tired of feeling like your confidence is a roller coaster that crashes every time you hit a minor speed bump, stick around. We are going to break down a practical roadmap to actually feeling awesome about who you are that is totally grounded in reality. Hey everyone, it's Sai here. Welcome back to the channel. If you're trying to fix your routine, unlock your potential, or just stop feeling overwhelmed, you are in the right place. I am a student who balances high academics and awards with a healthy lifestyle, family time, gaming, and every single field trip and event along the way. I figured out how to build a successful future without sacrificing my youth, and my goal is to help you do the exact same thing. First things first, we have to address the biggest trap of our generation, tying our self-worth entirely to our external performance. Think about it. If you hit a major milestone or have a perfectly productive day, you feel like you're on top of the world. But the second the project fails or you hit a creative block, suddenly you feel like a total failure as a human being.
Emotional, damn it!
Here's the shift that we need to make. Separate your worth from your performance because you are not your output. If an experiment in a lab fails, the scientist doesn't say, wow, I'm a broken, useless person. They say, that experiment didn't work. Let's look at the data, adjust, and try again. Treat your life goals and your projects like experiments. If something fails, it failed. You you are just the scientist gathering the data. Your fundamental value didn't change at all. You need to audit the inner critic. We all have an internal narrator, but for a lot of us, that narrator is a massive bully. It says things to you in the privacy of your own mind that you would never say to a friend. If a friend made a minor mistake, you wouldn't tell them, wow, you always mess things up. You're so stupid. So why do you say it to yourself? Moving forward, I want you to start catching these thoughts and treating them like an unverified rumor. When your brain drops a massive sweeping statement like, I ruined everything, pause and ask yourself, is there actual undeniable proof that this is 100% true? Usually, the answer is a hard no. Strip away the drama and replace it with a neutral objective fact. Change I ruined everything to something like, that didn't go the way I wanted, but I know how to fix it. You don't have to be your own biggest fan overnight, but you absolutely have to stop being your own worst bully. Now, you can't just think your way into high self-esteem. You actually have to act your way there, building competence, confidence. Real self-trust isn't built on a stage. It's built in the dark when you're alone. It's built by keeping small promises to yourself. If you set massive, unrealistic expectations every day and constantly fall short, you are actively teaching your brain that you aren't reliable. Reverse that cycle. Start setting tiny, almost embarrassingly achievable daily goals. If you say you're going to stretch for 5 minutes, do it. If you say you're going to write just one page, do it. If you say you're going to put your phone away at a certain hour, follow through. Every time you keep a tiny promise to yourself, your brain logs a win. Over time, those tiny wins stack up into a solid foundation of self-trust. Human brains are wired with something called a negativity bias. We will remember one passing piece of criticism for 10 years, but completely forget 10 beautiful compliments by tomorrow morning. It's annoying, but it's how we survive. To cite this, you have to actively build a case for yourself. Start a folder on your phone or keep a physical notebook. Every time someone sends you a sweet message, every time you finish a project you're proud of, or every time you push through a really difficult task or moment in your life, screenshot it, write it down, and put it in that folder. When you're having a terrible day and that inner critic starts telling you that you aren't just doing enough, do not argue with it. Just open that folder, show your brain the hard, undeniable evidence that says otherwise, that you are doing just enough for the strength that you have right now. Finally, you cannot feel awesome about yourself if you are constantly letting other people drain your battery or cross your boundaries. A lot of us fall into the trap of people pleasing because we think that being good means saying yes to every request, every favor, and every social obligation. But here's the truth. When you say yes to everyone else at the expense of your own mental health, you are slowly telling your brain that everyone else's comfort matters more than your own well being. Boundaries are not walls to keep people out. They are the rules of engagement for how people are allowed to treat you. Saying no to things that drain your peace or don't align with your priorities isn't selfish. It is the ultimate form of self respect. When you establish healthy boundaries with your time, your energy, and the people around you, you are signaling to your own brain, hey, my peace matters. My time is valuable. And I am worth protecting. If you don't value your own limits, it becomes incredibly difficult to value yourself. When you strip away all the generic advice, real self esteem boils down to a quiet commitment. It's not a final milestone you reach where you suddenly never doubt yourself again. It is a daily maintenance routine. It's choosing to show up as a fair judge, an honest scientist, and a reliable friend to yourself, even when things go sideways. You don't need to be a flawless person to have value. You just have to acknowledge that you are a work in progress, and that the progress itself is worth the effort. Quote, allow yourself to be a beginner because no one starts off as an expert. If something in today's episode clicked for you, let me know down in the comments which of these shifts you're going to test out this week. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to keep hanging out for more videos like this, and I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to take care of your peace and allow yourself to be the beginner.